Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Yeah, it just took me a second, chat. Calm down. We are here for an exciting Blitz Season 2 match between TheOtherSection and Favio. Currently, we have in the tracker cages Hello Katie and Flap. We also have a tag team of restreamers, myself, Neuronomicon, and Saberstorm. Saber rolled the seed, so you know who to blame. And our commentators tonight are the Wavering Fox and Jeeted Cal. Take it away, friends.
All right. Happy time zone, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's an exciting race. About ready to happen. Another Blitz S2 race in this round, I guess 2, because round 1 had the 1 match, but
this is round 2 currently.
yeah. It feels like round 1 because it's a lot of runners' first matches, I believe, but oh well. Either way. Blame the tourney creator. Who was that? Huh? Who did that? But yeah. So I'm very excited to watch this match. I know Section placed at the top for Blitz S2 and has obviously been a top runner of MMR for, I don't know, too long. And Favio is like well-known runner in OOT, at least I'm aware of, and I'm sure he's good at other games too because he's sitting here and has been in MMR standard tournaments before. So 2 runners I'm excited to watch head to head.
Yeah, I'm excited to commentate and not just yap it up in chat over the feed because I have really done that as a habit, and I probably should have been up here more for the previous round, but it'll be, here we are.
Well, we are excited to have you, Fox. As always. And
a nice donjo on Cafe's head.
Yep. And thank you for the sub, the Mage Lips. Hello. Hope you're doing wonderfully tonight. Game audio a little bit low. It could just be that Section's audio is low, I'm not sure. Pamela's father hinted dead off the bat. What are we watching? PFS Foolish? I didn't quite check.
We're watching Blitz. It's not uncommon for that to be hinted. So
true. Stone Tower Foolish? Okay. Going for the North Field groupings there on the wall. I love it. Because why not? Get some money routing in. Looks like Favio may be having issues with RetroArch. RTSS Wath, okay. Interested to see. It's a pretty open area, really. There's a big on Stumpy, okay. I must have misseen that because I thought it wasn't, but you know what? My eyes are going to deceive me. Is that what it is?
I totally missed it.
Yeah. A Town Tree Bomb is a wallet not required. Does that left well had Cafe's mask not required?
Yes.
The other 2 guys? Jeez. Wow. Okay, that's some info. Some good info. And 2 Snowhead Stray Fairies on Tingle. Good lord. So as a refresher for myself and potentially everybody else, fairies themselves can't be hinted Wath. It's the items that lead to fairies that are hinted Wath.
Yes.
Okay.
Specifically because the goal is 2 remains for moon access. Any item that locks 3 or more remains is Way of the Hero.
Perfect. And there's a bow. Ooh. So a sword upgrade as well. Okay. The bomb shop. That'll have an early projectile. Ooh. Captain's hat and bomb bag in the shop. The trading post. Getting a decent amount of items here. Never upset with that. Shop seed. You know what's funny now that I'm thinking about it is section going for those 60 rupees early is definitely gonna help route through the early shops and not just have to think about it and go back.
We saw a great big host way of the hero.
So we got 2 Watts there. 2 Foolishes, I believe. In the bombs and the dongers, I love it. Oh. And leaving. I think they got a little too far apart.
The bomb strat for the dongos is tricky. If you mess it up, you basically have to redo it.
Yep.
I think if you just mess it up, you just go for the bow strat though.
Yeah, I'm surprised that section didn't do that upon re-entering for the second time, but going for it again. I like it.
Oh well, that time he had like a different RNG that got the dongo to be better.
Yep. And that one somehow just didn't die? Yeah, you're pretty much ready to start. Yeah, we haven't really missed much. Had a bow and bombs in a couple of shops and just about set off. And section taking that north. I don't dislike it. Saves you having to walk over here later. Endearing.
We're gonna do this, and then bank 1 is required, and we're gonna have no rupees for like an hour.
It's evil. I feel like Bang 1's been required in a number of Blitz seeds at least I've watched.
Yeah, I think the shops early, like now that I'm thinking about it, Gorman Bro's dead.
Wait, was that a horse race hint? After Fabio's already done it? Oh, that's cruel.
Oh, okay, and that hint was Smithy too. Yeah, the hint. Rather, what I was saying was that about Bank 1 was that Bank 1's not pretty with the with there being like shop items tier 0.
Right. Yeah, because your money routing ends up kind of taking a big hit. Because otherwise you have to kind of go out of your way to put 200 in the bank.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, whereas in Section's case, Section's going to be able to bank 99 and then potentially again do it and just sit there at 198. I've seen that happen a number of times with runners where they just sit at 198 and I don't blame them. I'm sure after a certain point, it's like, okay, it's a Sphere 0, you might as well get it out of the way before you do other stuff, but, you know, early in the game, definitely tough to route. I can totally understand. Because you're just spending money at the shops. Great Bay Fairy, okay. Tinkle just taking all the fairies for himself. Greedy little guy.
I don't think we saw anything. So I think it's Swamp Archery.
Alright. Which Fabio will be able to do after clearing out West Clocktown section can currently do. Section going to Day 1 Goron Shrine. Are there any checks there besides the shop? Off the top of my head, there's not. But...
No, I think this is being proactive with time of day.
Yeah, which is good. I was mostly just curious because I couldn't really remember. And there's a hook shot. And 40 bucks to buy the hook shot with.
All right.
Shot locked out with day 1. Oh, smart. I didn't even know this. I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, there has been a substantial amount of people getting punished for not going north day 1.
Right.
At least so far. So
You have to make your way to reset for it.
yes.
Yeah, I can totally see how that's inefficient. Oh, gilded. That's cave. Does the item snowball continue? There's a woodfall fairy. Oh my goodness. And a heart container. Well, nice and healthy. Looks like we have double defense on Favio's side, so... Nice and early defense. Some HP. Sniffa! Looks a good enough payout, absolutely. Made sense for section to go up anyways, now that I know about the shop day, but also just the way that section was routing into field. Pay down spades. Watching Favio's screen, God, I love RetroArch. Goodbye ground.
Goodbye night 1.
Yep. Is this a ranch rush? It is section. Favio starting to run through the Clocktown route and starting to get the item info. He's gonna have to find a way to grab some cash for that, but will be worth it. Section will always put on a show. It has been that way forever. Creator of memes and destroyer of many races, including his own time sometimes.
Oh, I have had many a witness to him messing himself up in his seed.
Oh man. That's what makes it entertaining. You never know what you're going to get at a section. Is it going to be the fastest route that you've ever seen, or is it going to be an absolute torch show? And not in a good way. That early hook getting picked out.
Yeah. Yeah, so section saw that hint and just immediately booked it over here.
Makes sense. Wealth item, might as well know what it is, have the extra time to think about it, or use it if it's usable. Getting some extra money. Yeah, section really is getting a ton of money here, which is going to help kind of clear through. One less visit to West Clocktown, but still it helps. I just put 40k in section. I feel like that's one of the best ways to watch a section race is to gamble on it. So you know your money's not safe for your rupees.
Got a Mountain Deed on Sword School.
Yeah.
It's important to mention because, like, I don't know how many people mention this on commentary, but the trade items in this, with the exception of gold dust, because gold dust stinks, all stick with you in Blitz states, and that's not the Wath. So,
And there it is, it's Zora. Okay. I did not know that about gold dust actually. I assumed it was all trade items. I thought gold dust would stick.
Gold dust has its own like weird exception. If you happen to ever like have starting items with like random starting items, then you can start with gold dust, and then it will just come back when you reset time. But otherwise, you have to get it.
Okay.
There was a lens. It's very unlikely. It's not likely in like any sense that lens is Wath in this situation.
Yeah, it feels pretty comfortable to say Zora is the Wath, even though I guess could be lens, and it would be really funny and kind of awful.
I'm just gonna say I think it could, like, this could just be a required song and eggs.
Yeah, I think that's what Ink had mentioned in chat too, because of the Coast Wath, just Wath chaining. Which makes sense. I'm getting a tingle check here, which was a check that Favio unfortunately had to quick skip. And it's a fairy. Okay. Why not both is a great question. I'm not gonna say it can't happen, because it can.
It totally can.
But no, that's actually all I'm gonna say. It could happen. We can believe.
Milk Road Foolish.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Favio is never doing horse race in the first 2 minutes of the seat again. Like, I don't know. If I'm sitting there and I get the Gorman Bros as nothing in the Milk Road Foolish after doing an early horse race, my controller is scared for its life at that point. It's just really funny. Just kick you while you're down. Twice. It's a good point, Nate, because it is in the sometimes pool. It does make sense to put it off for a little bit longer. I think regardless of kind of that, though, it is just funny that there were both hints telling you not to do it after Favio's done it. But it definitely makes sense to put off some of the sometimes checks just to see.
That's another Great Bay Fairy.
Incredible.
So, regarding Way of the Heroes, it's important to mention that it has to lock 3 remains. So, it could either mean that it locks access to 3 or more remains, or it locks 3 or more kinds of fairies. Or a combination therein. So it could just be
Right.
like one area is locked and then a couple of fairies are locked or something. So it's like stuff like that.
Yeah, we know right now that it's locking a Great Bay Fairy. Zora, at least. That's something we can keep in mind. Same with the rest of the Woth items.
I also know section's not going to the grotto first.
Is Ocean Spider House chest enabled? I couldn't remember if it was junked or if it's
It is definitely junked.
Junked, yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised section's not just going for the grotto, because then you just route the rest of GBC and figure what you got.
Was that healing or storms? I didn't see the song. I'm gonna guess it's storms. Either storms or lullaby is my guess for the starting song.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Yeah, section did a peek.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't quite notice. I looked over at Fabio looking at the gilded chest on RTI pillar. It doesn't have the hook from North, unfortunately. Section going Pinnacle Rock. I guess, why not?
It's storms, okay.
It's storms, okay. Interesting. Some getting here. Oh. Eating. Eating and eating. Oh no.
I totally missed it, but we have 2 sword upgrades.
I don't know where the second one was, although I did notice the one in Bomb Shop. Not sure where Fabio got the second. And that's a Goron map. Oof. That's really big for section. Oh my god. It's in...
Oh, it's postman game.
I love how as soon as that happens, I see the section prediction number go up and up. And 2 people just putting more points.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised we still have that going.
I am too. But it was funny to see it regardless. It looks like it's pretty close to being done. Section needs to put the log away, seriously. That's such an insane Goron pull. So early too, that's gonna be so much time saved just on movement now.
We didn't see anything in Coast. Goron was in Pinnacle Rock. So that's one of like 3 things to satisfy Zora being Woth. Is Goron there? Could be like Deku or like Ice Arrow or something. And then like a fairy kind of thing.
Yeah. Here's section going to ranch. Still sub 30 ranch after all of all of the chained items. I will say it does make sense that you go to PR with a Woth Zora. It's early Zora checks. Might as well just see if it has something. West Clocktown Way the Hero. Wow. Wow.
That's gonna be this freaking bow.
And there's Smithy 2 repeat. That's unfortunate, yeah. Because the bow seems really likely. Looks like Captain's got us healing on Fabio's side as well.
Bombs and Captain's Hat, but Captain's Hat. What
Seems
was
like
in
it's
the
not
chat?
I didn't notice anything.
Captain's led to healing, so is
Room key. Okay.
Still possible, but the bow is just more likely
Yeah.
given the situation. Because
Right.
a bow locks 2. And given that locks hook shot, that locks 3. So that's not a good loss.
Yeah.
That was a Poe Hut with a bottle.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a fairy bottle or something. And section going back to clear out the rest of the coast wath. Did section end up going back to GBC Grotto? I don't remember.
Nope.
Oh my god. Is it faster to check it on the way to Cape? Because is everything for Cape? Is that what he's doing? I mean, I guess that makes sense, because you also have... yeah, I don't know. Nah, I don't know.
Gibdo.
Okay. Captain's Lock Gibdo in a Wath area. It's my job as a commentator to point out anything that could be cursed, even if it might not be or likely won't be. It's my divine duty. Red potion bottle.
Out of logic bottle, okay.
What are we missing to put that in logic? Just magic?
Just a bean.
Bean. Yes.
Yeah, we start with Storm, so if we get a bean, that's in logic.
It's actually going EF.
Oh my gosh! Well, you know what would be absolutely cursed is that we find a bean and then that bottle is lost.
Hee hee hee. We need some bean soup in these hints. I like the look of this. No. Just checking BF5. Oh, no inverting.
That is guaranteed. That I think Captain's is now what? That is another bow that wasn't bow locked. Never mind.
Oh, on Honey Darling. Okay. So, Gibdo and healing. Interesting. Yeah, so it's bombs captains into Gibdo healing. Interesting, interesting. I really wasn't expecting to see another bow available, so I'm actually really happy about that.
If that is the only set of explosives, bombs at lock east and west remains currently. There actually is possible, given the Gibdo.
Right.
Bombs don't lock hook shot because Gorm was in Pinnacle Rock.
Oh, she got a bone PFI. Nice.
Well, that bow is bow lock, but the Honey and Darling one is not.
Could put Section on a very interesting mental path, though. See if he keeps the West Clocktown Moth in mind. Seeing a bow-locked bow, I'd be pretty convinced there's a Moth bow in West Clocktown. Fabio stream. Oh no. Oh, a bean!
Oh my gosh.
No way. No way.
Hey folks, do you want your first bottle lost on Cliff?
If the answer is head, shake your head and appreciate what is happening right now. That's great. Oh, it's truly awfully great. Alright, now will Section go for GBC Grotto? Please. Getting Bomber's hideout check on Fabio's side, and it's Ocean Tidal, dude. Which I guess? Well, Fabio doesn't quite have access to it yet, but soon shall. Hopefully. Could be waiting for a reset to head north, though. Let's see. Never punished. Bet you anything. Oh my god. And it's nothing. Okay.
Oh, there's another bottle. Okay.
And that was Observatory, so I guess Song. We go back to the original WAF candidate for GBC.
There's still
not.
There's still the fish.
Oh, right. My brain is so fried just because I'm so... Ooh,
No Head Temple.
Are we about to see Lullaby on and eggs? Chain it all together?
We don't know. It is highly dependent on the...
A number of things, I'm sure. Yeah.
It's dependent on the dungeon layout.
Right. Oh, right. It's DER. I also have to imagine even... Yeah, I guess I don't really know. Could just be a loaded chain, but it also could just be two separate.
I think for our hints, we should remove bow from the Loth options because it's clearly not that. Also, there is the Mountain Deed, but given the Gibdo spot, it's more likely not to be that, but we'll see.
Fabio now making his way out west. Oh, section getting bullied.
Yeah, this is the one, like, few areas that just straight up requires the bombs to get into, is this fairy fountain. So it's very much relevant here. One, an iconic canyon. One stone tower temple.
Oh.
Oh, here we go again.
Oh boy. I'm suddenly very interested in what our Snowhead Temple and GBC Watts are. Saber. Things always work out in the end. Ah, Kib Lord. I love it. Woodfall Stray Fairy in the Zora shop. That's 13 on 2 different fairies now for section. 12 on both for Snowhead.
Did we see another fairy type yet?
Do you mean, like, have we seen any Stone Tower fairies?
Like any other fairy type for the Zora Wath?
Trying to think. The only one I can think of is just the Biobaba Grotto fairy. And then Goron was locked by Zora.
Oh right, Biobaba. Okay, I totally missed that. Okay.
Yeah, we got the Great Bay Fairy in Biobaba.
Yeah, that's already the law satisfied, so there's no reason to overthink it.
Yep. $20 from Evan.
Oh, there were bombs left behind Mountain Title Deed.
Oh. Interesting.
However, it's Luu's Ledge. Let's not make any assumptions because Luu's Ledge logic. Triple L's of logic. It's because Luu's Ledge sucks.
Lulu's feet picks will be coming in 3.0 in the rando. I cannot.
I think it's eggs.
That's $20.
I think it's literally eggs, and we've seen everything.
Yep. Yeah, this is a section going right out to Nickel Rock, it looks like. To get a quick egg. How many did section turn in? Did section get one from PR before? I know section got one from PFI, but I don't know if he got one from... He did? Okay. So this is section last egg.
Also, we should point that I think it's either the Mountain Deed or Captain's Hat for the Wasp. It's likely Captain's Hat at this point.
Yeah, which... Makes sense. I mean, it's locking Gibdo and healing. For 2.
It's locking Gibdo, and Gibdo is actually possibly just straight up required.
Just by itself?
Yes.
Oh.
Because we're running out of options for the Woth in West Clocktown.
Right. I guess my brain was kept mentioning healing because I'm thinking like if one healing check has one different fairy type or something, could divvy it up, but don't know if that's a viable kind of work in. Okay, we're gonna see eggs here in a second. Favio picking up the red potion, hopefully going to Swamp Arch and then getting rid of all the other checks that they want to take care of.
See, assuming Lens Woth was in this situation, I think that with the goal, that's just not a reasonable thing to do. It's just such a tall order for Lens to be Woth in these seeds. It's happened. Well, is it gonna happen every seed? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it's more of a question of like, is he assuming that? And it's hard to tell.
Yeah, I think it's hard to tell.
Yeah, has it written on like the far side of the tracker, so it kind of tells me that he is expecting another item to show up, but not really sure. But he can full clear RTS. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that he hasn't, honestly. Especially before going, like, west or north. Although, actually, has Favio gone north yet? I don't think so. So, I don't know.
He hasn't gone north.
Yeah. Is going to woods, though, which, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Guess we'll see what Day 2 Woods has now. Probably nothing too game-changing, though. It's a tough spot for Favio. I guess just you see a bow day 1, just be ready to go north. Bow and obviously a way to blow up the boulders. Get yourself a hook in this seed. It has done nothing but shoot section super far ahead. Also is able to route it.
The hook hasn't really done much yet. It is entirely possible you can just go to PR on your first trip, get Goron, and then you can just go get your hook shot. New Wave is
yeah. Okay, New Wave. I guess I guess Zora and Goron are definitely gonna do more of the heavy lifting, but Hook definitely has had some impact as far as like Section has been able to cleanly route everything in the West. Whereas if Favio like does get Zora and then goes straight for Goron, isn't gonna have Hook and isn't going to be able to as cleanly like clear out Pirate's Fortress and what's it called, Cape, is gonna have to double trip those if he chooses to. Or can avoid it completely and save time, which I guess is its own thing.
I assume this is Snow at Temple.
Yeah.
Given this situation.
Given our way of the heroes connecting like goddamn zigzags. Lines. Rip internet. Poor Favio, that's gotta be such a pain. And there is SHT.
I think we're probably gonna see either deck or magic. Like just
yeah. Makes sense. Those are heavy locking.
I guess if we do have magic, in here, then the lens is actually relevant. But otherwise, it's kind of unclear.
I mean, either way, Zora was already like had sufficiently locked enough crap. Fork mask. Yippee!
Oh dear,
But it would be
that is,
funny
like,
if lens does come into play.
are we gonna have a double dip situation? This is the scenario where you just straight up song a time out, even though you're gonna lose all those rupees.
Oh my lord. Okay.
Okay.
Fires is not... I didn't quite expect to see fires or lights here.
Yeah, I wasn't either.
Huh.
Yeah, but we could have gotten Elder using lens, so that's not what fires would do. So I think that
Oh my god.
there's the magic. It's on
Saver. I didn't even have time to to recognize what you had said, and I looked up. Wow. Wow.
Is there something on Go? On the boss? I think that's possible now. Or it's the
Could fires just lock 3 remains? Is that just where
it
we're at right now until we see more? Because I mean, yeah, we do have Go open now because of magic and fires and everything.
It can if we got the nonsense climb we can if it's Elegy Vanilla again, locking 3 fairies again. And I really hope not. Because that's happened before, and it's just gross.
So fires themselves then just don't lock enough checks. I mean, I guess off the top of my head, it's just deeper Snowhead and then what? Stage lights? So I guess that makes sense. FD before any remains. Let's go. Yeah, I guess Section Mole maybe have to come back with magic from freaking... That is not what I thought would come out of Day 2 Woods from Fabio. But definitely helps him.
Circus leader.
Time to cry.
He's gonna put it on right away.
Chat, don't ever forget, if you need to cry, just do it. Sometimes you just need to let it out.
Zora Mask is the way of the hero out of literally Road to Southern Swamp. I should have, there should be some grace because like I think not everybody in this tournament is aware that was like if you like compare and contrast like like where the hero hints to like previous seasons of MMR, like of MMR's main tournament, excluding season 6 of course, the Woth hints are more powerful because the goal is reduced number of remains out of these fairy rewards. So like it really does mean you need to a little bit more that you need to understand these hints and what they're implying.
Yeah, and especially for routing, we've watched this section has really taken advantage of all of the different items that he's gotten and chased Watts kind of in line with it. And has been able to figure out a lot of different things because of it. Versus having to sit with more ambiguous knowledge. So we got Favio clearing through Ranch here now. And my phone turning on voice activation without asking. Thank you very much. And it wasn't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kill the kid. Or just jump over him. That's probably nicer. Savory. It's probably what it was expecting me to do.
To update the West Cloudtown hint, just to like make it clear that the bow isn't Moth, because we know it isn't Moth. At least we on Restream do.
Right. Yeah, recycling on section side.
I think this is cycle 2. He didn't reset before that. Like, he's been on like night 3 for past like 20 minutes.
Okay, funny option. Don Garros leads to Deku.
I mean, that's one of the good options here.
But it means we get to see
But,
everything, which is great.
No, he has it marked on his tracker.
Is now putting... Did he just put Deku in... Huh. Yeah, has Deku and Don Garros mask under Snowhead Temple. As well as fire arrows. Makes sense. Making a reasonable assumption.
Was Deku also on Cafe?
I'm not sure, but at the very... my assumption was section marking that is section assuming that's the item that's being hinted.
I think I must
Probably
have
by
missed
process
that.
of elimination, but it also could have just been what was there. I don't know, I didn't see what was on Cafe's neck, so...
So then the Wasp would be led to Cafe, I think.
It would be really funny if we've just missed that item there the whole time. No, it's a bottle chateau.
Bottle.
Yeah, maybe I'm just assuming he's... Yeah, what Maravo said is that he just is assuming that's what's going to happen. Which I think is smart. Yeah, he does still need to get magic, but...
The magic on Kume could just be hard required right now.
Yeah. It does. It is starting to feel like there's not going to be that many places where you can just rando another magic.
Yeah, like my guess is it's either this or like, or like, I think it's just fires were there, so you just go fight Goat.
Yeah, sure. Alright, resetting again. Please, Forg. We've got the Swamp Forg, right? That's the other one disabled?
Now Favio has Zora.
Okay.
I don't know if he'll go to Pinnacle Rock right away. It is a better play from his vantage, but he might already have the idea that eggs are required.
Right.
And given the 2 bottles that we've seen that are available, I think it's definitely not appealing, but it's important to understand why Boris Wath. But of course, not everybody's clear on this. Is that like 197 again? Like what? Literally what you were saying earlier, Chico?
Yep. Getting 3 from outside, genius. It's really not willing to lose to bank 3 or bank 1. I like it. All right, well that's unfortunate.
Oh, okay, thankfully I wasn't correct about that.
Yeah.
Now we're starting to like trade footsteps. So.
Yep. Grabbing the potion. Realizes he has more to go check. Double timing here. Getting ready to do everything that will lead section to his magic. Fabio picking up the Biobaba Fairy. So I guess the question then, does section go straight for Goat? Is that like the... Oh, going for Fork first. Yes! Yeah, I guess you want to make sure that Deku's not here. The Romani shop's off.
I don't think that's on.
That mask does nothing? Okay, so all the checks in there are dead? Okay, okay.
Oh, they...
For a second, I was like, oh my god.
Okay, I had the mistake of thinking they still had sound check on from season 1, even though that was terrible.
Yeah, that does seem like kind of a crap check to have on for Blitz, excuse me. Damaromo is on. Okay. And we did see I believe Cappy's mask is now required, so we do know that that is, well, not even conveniently useful.
So I think it's go.
Yeah.
Or it's just straight fire arrow French vanilla for egos, Mike. Because like we don't, or castle
Right.
pill. Castle pill is actually more likely.
Yeah.
I just noticed that Katake was a Stone Tower Fairy.
Yeah, what checks can we have that are fire locked? We've got Goat, Stage Lights, Egos, and you mentioned Castle Pillar.
That's it. And the actually isn't the Stone Tower like inverted by like eye switch on, right? The one that's the frozen eye switch that spawns the chest. I think that might be on in these.
Sure feels like it would be.
So that's the last one. Is that one in Stone
Oh,
Tower?
backup GBT. Is it not just Gaiord?
Yeah, the one chest in the seesaw room and
Oh, yep.
Gaiarg specifically would mean like it'd have to lock its own remains, like those two checks, which is actually a little bit more complicated.
Happy 1 hour is right, Axel. Except to all of your other ex-wives, because they're, frankly, just not as beautiful as I am. Alright, real quick shout out. Thank you everybody for being here for another S2 Blitz match for MMR. We're happy to put on this race between Section and Favio. The 1 seed and the 16 seed. Both going at it. Getting a lot of really interesting information in this race right now.
This is a little unfortunate. I think Section's going to do this before checking Kome.
Oh, interesting. Didn't go right for her. Okay. Hopefully he does that after. I mean, I guess it's a sore either way, but... Regardless, very quickly, I will go through. Thank you to our restreamer/restreamers, I suppose. Neuro, it is for coming onto the restream team, and thank you to Saber for also helping out. Thank you to... let me pull the trackers up so I can get the names correct. Thank you to Hello Katie and Flap for tracking. I'm literally just... I can just look at Discord. I know better. And thank you to Fox for joining me on comms today. Always a pleasure.
Sure thing.
Double defense for Section. Just about an hour after Fabio got it. Gotta love it. Two bombers. Yeah, seems like he's really aggressively searching for magic, but unfortunately just hasn't soared back. Rip.
Section's not going to graveyard just yet.
Yeah, I guess really just wants to make sure he leaves nothing behind.
I should mention that it could still be the bombs because the other bombs aren't in logic.
He still has Hook on the Way of the Hero for West Clocktown. Could just be something that he was thinking at the time and hasn't unwritten it, which makes sense because if it's unwritten in your head, why would
Because he got it so like 10
early,
minutes in the scene.
right?
Where's Magic? Magic is on Koume and Swamp.
We're still missing a hint. I'm missing it sometimes. Wow, love it. Alright, Favio making its way north. Hopefully we'll remember to return for the shop. Because it doesn't have going on right now.
I think section just unmarked the bow.
Okay. Yeah, he did. So is starting to go through it a little bit, looks like. Or has already and just is starting to finally get the chance to mark it. Yeah, because Section has bow percent now. Section knows the original bow wasn't bow locked. Because Section's other bow was the one from Pirate's Fortress, which was bow locked. Or, yeah, it was.
Oh gosh, uh-oh.
Song of Time.
And there
Goodbye,
goes
Magic!
Oh dear, okay. Also, Favio's doing the thing we said people could not be doing. Oh my gosh.
Which thing?
Look where he's going.
Oh, yeah, going Goron Village without shop access.
We shouldn't be doing this. Like, but I
Yeah.
don't know how
You're
much
either orphaning
everybody...
or you're forcing a double dip. Which in this case, you're forcing a double dip. Oh, Section. This is why I came to this race today, because I just had to see it.
He didn't check Kume before resetting time. And Kume has the magic that we know of as a reward. And at this point, I think it just straight up is required, unless if Canyon Grotto has another magic.
We haven't seen RTI Pillar yet, I don't think. I think it was gilded. I don't remember if it was big or small, but Favio peeked it and just couldn't get it because it doesn't have hook.
Oh, right. I totally missed that.
Punch Rock as well, doesn't have Goron. Yeah, that was like super, super early. Not necessarily just rounded out of the way, because that's when Favio was going into Graveyard while Section was just straight up clearing everything and getting all of the items. What? What? Where was Couple's mask?
Like.
Okay. So Zora's like Omega quadruple million Wath now. It's like a new tier of Wath. It's like your anime ascension. But
that confirms Captain's Hat Wath.
yeah.
So, that confirms Captain's Hat to Gibdo for Wath. I think.
Yeah, and then
But well, Darmani is in play, but I just am...
Darmani would have to be like ice arrows or something, right?
Yeah, like specifically Iso Lights.
Yeah, which is pretty tough. And then we've got freaking Snowhead Temple Watt sitting there with a fire arrow. Which we now know cannot lead to Deku somehow. So... we looking for Vanilla G today? Or just other fire arrow locked things, which would be kind of cute. Vanilla G to Vanilla Stone Tower Temple.
We're gonna find out. If it is, it's probably gonna be another 2-hour scene because that
Yeah.
might have skipped the only magic available.
God. And there's Fabio getting his Goron. So has heavily caught up on items here.
Starting to. The scene has a lot of pitfalls.
Yeah.
But that's like a lot of classic MMR. Just Siege can just have a lot of pitfalls, even when you're doing Blitz.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing with Fabio at this point is that hasn't had the Goron and the hook this whole time. More so infinitely more so the Goron. It has unfortunately sat there for 40-something minutes. Section's been able to roll around, and Fabio has had to ride a horse or walk. Which, apart from all of the different routing nuances, has created a time gap at this point. Starting to catch up on items is simply just that, unfortunately for Fabio. But has Gibdo. And, you know, this is Section. I don't know if we're going to Graveyard anytime soon.
So the comedy option that I'm going to think of is that, you know, Darmani's gonna be Garo.
I mean, I guess at that point, Captains does lock up for Icona.
No, not just upper, all of the East.
Right.
Which was what my assumption to begin with, but it's just a more funny version of it.
It would be pretty good. Like just a tiny little slap in the face. Just a tiny one. Axel's really your birthday? Either way, I love you.
I read that it's not my birthday in Squidward voice.
That's probably exactly how Axel would have said it too. And here we have Section going east. Wow, no thank you for Saber and I.
He's actually aware. That's also a small chest.
It is small, okay. Well, at least I remembered it was good. What do we got? Barry.
Okay, so this is how you can tell a good, like a more experienced runner of this rando versus someone who's not. Section's caught his mistake, and so he's so sometimes like in like other randos, if you make a mistake like this, people just say just to like not do it, but he's just gonna do it anyway at some point, and so he's prepared for it given the literal like bottleneck that we have.
Right, just kind of being able to route himself back into the checks that he was assuming he wouldn't have to do for a while. Just always being prepared for what situations might come. Please sign the divorce papers. What if I don't? And what if I don't? Probably going back out into Pinnacle Rock. I imagine finishing up eggs here. Section adding in the grave. Make the kid suffer. Well, I suppose I could do something about this. Potentially, maybe.
Plays Deku was on the mare with Zork, Cape like having couples mask. Pretty much a lot of the items are just scattered, and we have a somewhat annoying situation, which might just be like you have to go east to finish the seed because of the ferry locations.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely interested to see what happens whenever we can see ourselves going out east.
I think there's still the Mountain Deed situation. I don't think we've seen the trade.
But I mean, those the bombs on Lulu, Ledger, and Logic now, right?
Yes, just the actual like trade itself.
Yeah. Good point. I forgot. Yeah, so unfortunately right now we're watching the runners kind of tap over each other's old steps. Like Fox had mentioned, there's a lot of bit of a bottleneck going on here. The runners are just conveniently or inconveniently missing one thing. Section is about to pick up Gibdo, which is, I would say, pretty much all he's missing that we're aware of, except for that magic. But who needs that? Section does. Nice. Punching the Gibdo chest.
I totally understand that, but this is and at the same time, this is a classic.
Yeah, I mean, he did exactly what you had said, right? Just like following the Watts down and being able to like correct what was wrong with the hint read. Wrong, quote unquote. I suppose it was still kind of procedural in a way.
Yeah,
I understand that for sure. Annoying.
yeah, Nath, magic's on Kurume.
Yeah, that's tough.
And yeah, it's like MMR magic is like, oh, I'd say it's just more likely that your second magic is just magic lot. So,
Right. And we're starting to run out of spots that it can be non-magic locked.
well, we do have Deku, so there's that.
Yeah, we've got DP. Can take a play around as well. DP being Deku Palace, I guess, because those are both DP, but yeah. I mean, Shrine Grotto, not magic locked, I don't think. Ocean Tidal Lead turn in and the ledge. Jesus. Milk Road Foolish repeat. Are we still missing that 7th sometimes? Did we actually just get the worst hint combo of all time? Have we not seen just the Swamp Spider House and the Icona Ledge? The infamously silly hints, I suppose.
Still like behind Snowhead Temple, which is arguably worse than this.
Oh, right. Yeah, because isn't Springtime, like, killed? Their checks are dead.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense, actually, but we haven't seen it. Well, maybe not makes sense, but is unfortunate. Because, yeah. It's more than 10 instants that are left, and that's big. We're all only 6 sometimes. Yeah, now that I'm knowing that the Springtime hints are in, that makes sense. I definitely put them out of my head. Oh, it's another.
There's the hinted Great Bay Fairy.
Yep. I'd put all of Springtime out of my head because I remembered seeing the checks were junked, but totally the hints are in. Garbage hints, like you said, yeah, because you have to kill Goat. Which we might see today.
I think Section's gonna fall down the waterfall.
I would love it if he did. He's done it before. Here we go. So if anyone didn't know that's a thing, that's a thing.
Like I've always wanted to see people do it for early game, but I think seeing it at all is always really cute and cheeky.
It probably doesn't need to be said, but like in this situation, I have to imagine just soaring to get the check first in the cycle that it was done would have been faster. But this was way cooler, and that's what's important.
Yeah, it's just forgetting it. That's all.
Yeah. I don't know, Section routed this in kind of cleanly. It doesn't look like he forgot it. If he did forget it, it was very brief, but it is totally possible. I don't know. Either way, I'm happy. This is great. And yeah, I'm with you. It would be cool to see more people make use of that waterfall for different routing.
So I'm going to mention the other problem. Where is our other stuff if it is LG vanilla?
Good question. Deku Palace Song Temple. That makes sense.
It's hook shot for Flavio. Except he doesn't have enough money. Wait.
Isn't the 40 like $30?
No, it's 40. Right, it's 40.
Right, it's the 50 is 40. I'm backwards. Oh man.
I think they were both 40.
Yeah.
It just doesn't have enough.
Yeah, I was just reading the rupee off as a 40 rupee when it is a 50 rupee. For $40. For 40 rupees. Oh, Section. Section has reminded me why love and hate are but synonymous. Fantastic. Here we are. See the magic. Again. God. Yup.
It's not even going south now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like maybe doing what you were thinking.
That said, if there is something on, if there's, if it's just for like stage lights, as long as he does it,
Going for goat first, I guess. But then, yeah.
you should not go for goat before stage lights. That is too risky.
Yeah. What if it's both? Surely it's both.
Okay, he's all right. I mean, I'm pretty sure we know without a doubt fire arrows are lost. So it's like, why is the thing that we have to figure out?
Right. I mean, it is starting to feel kind of like Saber said earlier, just FA locked checks are just holding the goods somehow, some way. I guess on top of that, we still don't have lights, mirror, ice. More specifically, ice. There's a fairy!
Or it can just be
3 fairies.
like Occam's razor, 3 fairies.
That's probably my favorite option, is if it's just 3 stray checks, including goat. Just locking 3 different fairies, and that's just it. An MTD trade was dead. Okay, so there's that confirmation.
Well, okay, so it could be 2 fairies and lullaby on Egos as well. So there's also that option. Because lullaby is locking a remain, so you need lullaby to get that remain.
How's lullaby locking a remain?
The fairy fountain is behind the golem.
Oh, right.
Who's blowing the wind. So this is like the other situation that we would encounter here. If you find fire arrows in here, given where it is, in my position, I would always bail and just go right on check. Just so stage lights does not become a problem later.
Does clearing this dungeon because it was in the GBT entrance do the GBT cleared state as opposed to the Snowhead cleared state?
That is correct. It's the GBT clear state when you beat the dungeon.
Does make sense. But it is always something that I'm unclear on.
You might be thinking of combo where it's like somewhat different with the dungeon clears.
That's probably why it's hard for me to become clear on it, because I'm like, you know, changes different stuff. Good to know for this case. Yeah, I believe all of the standard always kind of checks are force junked in this. It is Blitz after all. And we will see them again in S7. And Mystery S3. Assuming that happens, I don't know, before or after S7.
In my opinion, I think Blitz is probably just better with the post game, with the post dungeon checks junked. Like, even if all of them were short. Like a post dungeon check having like something really good can just literally cause a domino effect with the placement of the items in the seed. And like the classic example is Hookshot behind Snowhead Temple. It literally forces a domino effect. Oh,
Ice
what do you
arrow.
know?
Oh, and
There's your fire wasp satisfied.
fire arrows are also locking 2 fairies. This is just unbelievable. That's incredible. French vanilla fires, baby.
Actually, wait,
Yeah,
it was a stone tower fairy. So the wasp is not satisfied yet. The stage lights was a stone tower fairy.
Does... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It would have to be
So
for
we
a different
currently
reason.
have
Is
2
there
out of...
blocking the stone tower fairy like fountain?
Ice arrows logically gate the stone tower fairy fountain.
Right. But since it was a stone tower fairy, that's like redundant.
Yeah, it's redundant info. That's correct.
Okay. I'm getting it. Alright, we're getting section to finish out Deku Palace, first half of it. Fabio has completed his time in Snowhead. And there's Lullaby. Okay. That was Deku Palace, so... That does make sense, to be fair.
I'm a little curious why he decided not to look, like, not to see the hint for the last Woodfall fairy.
Yeah. I mean, there's no info to help him search for that regardless, right?
Just going to the fairy fountain, like you will get there.
Yeah. I guess my train of thought is if there's like some other way to logic out where that fairy could be, but it doesn't seem like there is.
Either one.
And figure it out.
So my guess is like one of either like I think one could be on Darmani. It could be Woodfall Fairy on Darmani potentially, but if it's not, there's like it's either one Snowhead, at least one Snowhead, or one Woodfall Fairy out east.
Yeah. He's going for songs.
I think he's looking for, just straight looking for elegy.
Yeah, my other thought was maybe he's trying to get Sonata so he can check the dungeon when he goes to Woodfall.
God, I'm.
And there you go. So, I mean,
no.
whatever's there in the Stone Tower entrance and the ISTT entrance below at this point, that sucks. Say wants Sonata, yeah. Yeah, he very quickly turned that idea down. East Clocktown, North Clocktown, South Clocktown, Woodfall.
Postman's hat.
That makes sense. Well, there's one in Woodfall. Maybe he'll just go now. But the postbox one's brutal. Randoing for a postbox now. And I'm gonna find. I mean, he got Sonata. Woodfall entrance could be Stone Tower Temple. Could just be able to get the GBT. Yeah, exactly what Saber said. Well, that's kind of why I assumed he was trying to get Sonata before going to Woodfall. Or why I had thought that, wasn't assuming it, but why I kind of clocked it as an idea. But I guess if that was his plan originally, you probably do Goron Elder before Deku Palace, just to like make sure you don't have to soar the extra time. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it too.
I mean, if you go check the hand, you have to soar anyway. This is probably the fairy.
Right.
Or not, never mind. Okay, it's the other chest.
Oh. Converting it. Maybe I am underthinking it. I generally tend to do one or the other. There's no balanced thinking that goes on here. There it is. Is going to check the dungeon entrance. If this... Where was the Wathian? Was it ISTT or STT? I've been saying STT this whole time. Not Wath, the micro for GBT Fairy.
It's just STT, so it doesn't specify which.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Well, it's Vanilla Woodfall. Grab almost looks like a clip. Yeah, it was pretty funny. Just went straight through it. Guess we'll have to see what's in here now. Okay. Nothing in the first chest. Anything underneath? Cannot see. Section wants it. The hell is it? Oh! Gold dust. You couldn't see it either. That's awesome. another check here. Okay. And Favio getting the information on the Icona fairies here. Has definitely caught up a long way too. I'm missing the ice arrows on Goat. And then...
There's your magic, lot magic.
Oh my god. Oh, we've got a big item here. Interesting. Any goodies? Hard. Much love. Looks like Favio is going for Goron Elder now. So it really has kept this close in the end. Interested to see kind of what he'll do to round this seed out early go. Me personally, I'm always hoping for a close race. That's kind of why I'm like pointing out those kinds of things. Grabbing Sonata here has a chance to go to Woodfall. Knows there's the Icona Fairy there. And Will, it looks like, is doing exactly that. So following in the immediate footsteps of what Section has been doing for the last several minutes. Section going for a Dolway here. Empty boss room, insert joke. But don't insert the boss because there isn't one. And got the headbutt. Stabbed him. Stabbed him. Save her. If only there was someone you were being mean to, I'd call you mean. I suppose you can just be ambiguously mean towards nothing.
I was about to say it was definitely worth using FD. Also, Section never went back to buy the other sword.
Oh yeah. Just got the one on the Postman game and then just left it. Yeah, this is the best part of the run. Yeah. It's on night 3 though, so please find the other fairies so you don't have to go back for her. I feel like at this point I'm pretty confident that he would go back for her. Is now going for the Woodfall Fairy hint. Okay. I think at least. Is that the... Yeah, okay. I don't know why I thought you could shoot it from that one, but now I'm well where you can't. Blue shot. Yeah. I suppose that's just the Mountain Village.
There's the captain's hat, Wassett Starmani.
There we go. I was logging Woodfall Fairy, Icona Mask. Yeah.
Oh right, he did go and Pete. That's like the smart thing to do. I was assuming it was Darmani, so.
What didn't we have a dead wallet for Smithy one?
We had a not required wall. That doesn't mean that there can't just be a fairy there.
Oh, gotcha. That's right. I did forget about that. Nice. Broke the lens. Lens machine broken.
Yeah, not required is much weirder. Required is you frame the seed and post it once the tournament is over. Like specifically required for a fairy.
Okay, there's one remain. Ready to be turned in at least. He's ready for 2 more. So what do you think Section will do here? Do you think Section will go look for, I guess, what's in the Snowhead Temple entrance? Oh, that hot spring water got it here. I like it.
Yeah, he's literally a postman's hat from Go.
Right. Yeah, Postman's hat, or could just somehow walk into Stone Tower Temple.
Hi, Mirror.
Yikes. Is Egos a consideration? It's not.
No.
Yeah.
So Postman or Lights is
Jeez.
gonna be Go now.
An ugly Go mode. Dear God.
Oh joy.
The bait train is just living. I don't even know how much of this is bait anymore. Guess we'll have to see.
I mean, if this is GBT, I think the chance of this being required goes up significantly.
The A&M, you mean?
But no, I think it's more likely that GBT has something you need in it.
Oh, yeah.
Like if it's GBT here, I think it's way more likely it has light arrows than like anywhere else.
I mean, it's a lot of our Chank density left, isn't it? Like, oh man,
Yeah, there we are.
lovely. Just be in the first check or something. Section's not interested. Peace.
He did shut the fairy. Like
I
the
was
fairy.
yeah, isn't
I
one of
think
those
it was.
fairies in the,
I think he was planning to do Owl Logic inverted if it was here.
Is he able to like void and land back at that door? Great bit.
Shrine.
Okay.
I think you just gotta do it.
I think, yeah, you definitely just have to go back in after seeing that.
And if you get Postman's Hat, you're done, at least.
Yeah.
I think Snow Fairies aren't the best because I think North Cloudtown is the literal Deku playground.
Yeah.
He has really bad time of day. At least to do it.
You'd have to do that and then find lights, which, like you mentioned, have a likelihood of being here. But I guess, yeah, at this point he just has to hope it's Postman's instead and just be done. And he's gone.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not confident about Keg. You'd have to hope it is in an uninverted.
What the hell?
Oh, he didn't hit the owl. Oh gosh.
He didn't think he would need it. Oh, you're right on the money. He was probably just banking on ISTT. Oh. This doesn't feel good. Gotta do what you gotta do, I guess.
And in this situation, you don't have to have like elegy like hard required. It's like Gibdo walks east, sure, but it doesn't have to be Woth in this situation.
Right.
Well, actually, it is. It is required.
I was gonna say, yeah. What is the Captain's Woth currently leading to? Like, we have the Woodfall Ferry, and
because there's Snowhead Great Bay out east, it's Woth. I'm pretty sure Gibdo is just straight up hard required.
yeah.
So, was Garl on the ledge? Because I didn't see.
The Icona Ledge?
The path to Snowhead heart piece.
Oh god, I didn't see that either.
If it was this, that's why the bail would happen, and that would mean it's hard. It's required. Like it's lights and well. Which would mean lights would have to log Postman's Hat.
So what is the logic if Garo's out there? Like, what is that kind of, like, that dictates
that? Implies it's beneath the well, and yeah, you have to go forward because it's... Okay, we're gonna get the view from Fabio's in because I totally missed it.
Is that because of the Gibdos?
Because Captain's Hat is Woth, Gibdo is required. From what we can tell, Gibdo has to.
Okay, and if it's not required for Icon access, then Well has That looked like Mask of Truth to me. Was it Garo?
Oh.
Did I just miss-see it?
Huh. I think that did, like, Mask of Truth. I was like, I wasn't Like,
Yeah, I just went
like,
back
I
to
don't want
Fabio's
to
stream again. It really looks like Mask of Truth to me. Like, I'm not 100% certain, but it really looked like it. There's evidence here that Fabio turned in. Man, I can't believe the main thing separating these two right now is the fact that section has the last Woodfall Fairy and Ice Arrows from freaking Goat. And Fabio's still chasing down like the same path here. This is incredible.
In fact, you can get fish out of the laundry pool. It's just terrible.
I didn't even know you could get fish out of laundry pool. Okay, section beginning the trip into the right side of the well. Let's see. Fabio and GBT looks like going at least for the first check. Might be a Castle Ledge. I thought section peeped Castle Ledge before going into Forward Well. I don't know what he saw though. Boom, man.
Okay, he just gambled.
Okay.
I think it's deep GBT.
Yeah.
Running low on things to do, and I think ice is hard required. Like potentially, potentially just required.
Yeah. I feel like that's the funniest way to have phrased it though, Fifth. Like, the specifics of it be gone. There's always this, there's always that.
Because this is tricky, because like I'm trying to like make sure I'm like following correctly with this. Because like the firewall still isn't technically satisfied. So that implies GBT is our only option here.
Yeah, because we had the Woodfall Fairy that it locked on Goat and Ice and
and that's
Stone Power Fairy, right?
Yeah, and that's not enough for it. It's not enough for it to be Woth.
Yeah. I guess we did kind of forget about the fact that it was redundant to 2 pieces of information, not 3.
Yeah, it was on the remain spot because the remains are on the fairy rewards. So there's a setting in MMR that's like thanks to yours truly, actually. I think I was like the real catalyst for it.
Let's go.
Yeah. So you can have like you can just have the remains on fairy rewards as a goal, and require as many stray fairies to collect as you want.
Okay. He's sonic timing. Goodbye, princess. So what you're saying is blame Fox. Yes. Everything that has happened today, it was Fox's fault. I cannot confirm this information, though. You don't have to be sorry, Tech Bandit. It's okay to not be familiar. That's how we learn. Happy 2 hours, everybody. Are we enjoying the seed? Are we? I feel like this is an enjoyable seed. I feel like it was a little bottlenecky. At a boring time, too, where we could have seen some interesting stuff happen, but it made Section and Favio both backtrack to a point that they otherwise might not have.
I think the other thing that I can say is that Lights and because there's a GBT fair in Stone Tower Temple, like Lights and Postman's Hat don't even have to lock each other. Like they don't have Lights don't have to lock the Postman's Hat.
Right, right.
So
they
like
just
Postman's Hat could be. Yeah, so yeah, the Postman's Hat could just be in GBT.
Yeah, it just makes sense that they would lock each other simply because of the amount of item checks. But, like, yeah, there's nothing saying that. That makes sense. Anyways, quick shout out from the 2 hour. Thank you to Section and Favio for putting on this great race. They're both playing really well and surprisingly still really close considering just a number of different things that have happened. Both definitely capable of finishing this seed in general, apart from who will finish first. Thank you to Neuro and Saber for restreaming today. Thank you to Fox for joining me in comms. Thank you to Hello Katie and Flap for doing the tracking. Really appreciate the volunteer work. It's what makes these things go live every day, or every time that we get to do a race. Thank you to chat for being here. It's been a good time. And thank you to Muervo for totally disappearing into the chat for being the one that we have to blame for this problem. And owning it. Without really owning it. But owning it nonetheless. Alright, Section taking ice arrows and going in through GBT now. Fabio, having checked Mountain Title Deed, is now soaring somewhere. I thought was going to snow it at first. Where the hell are we going? Zora Cape, okay. Has completed Goat, so Favio does have the ice arrows now. Tech Bandit, the second magic was magic locked in... I honestly already forgot. It was magic locked.
Woodfall Temple and Sanaa was on Goron Elder.
Oh, Favio's had the cape checks weighing on his mind. Yeah, see, this is just time that Section was able to spend earlier rounding once. Unfortunate for Favio. Okay, Favio soaring to Woodfall and Section continuing to clear through GBT. First try gainer, good God. Just keeps doing it. And Favio in this Sword Woodfall is getting the Adolwa's remains. And is on final day. Which currently doesn't matter, but time of day will come into play at some point. You can lose a lot of time to just sitting and waiting to finish the game, so interesting to see. Here's a wart play. We're getting wart. Favio looks like is going into PFI. Makes total sense. Unfortunately, Section has already cleared it out. So he will just be taking a little bit of an unknown L here. It does make a lot of sense to go here, but, you know. Gonna find a beam, though. And the last bow. It's funny. The bow locked bow, but still. This boss being evil as usual. Fort. Everyone's favorite. Section with some nice quick swings is able to get him out, even with a Razor Sword. Unenforced Razor Sword. Oh my lord. Gilded Chest. What do we got, Wart? We went from Goat to Wart today. And there's the Snow-Eyed Fairy. Okay. That was small. That was small. I know what the sizes of these chests are. I do, I promise.
Is this all we have left is back at GBT?
Yeah, I mean, we found out Deku Playground was a fairy. Checked well. Yeah, because I mean, most of the rest of the things that we'd have are locked by lights.
There it is.
Good lord. So what's the fastest route to the finish here? Just try to get the Great Bay Ferry, and on the way, if you get a post box, you just run away. Is that the trajectory here?
I think so. I actually realized there was southern swamp with a snowhead fairy, so I think you just don't put those unless you like.
Yeah. Yeah, in Ethereum, that is exactly what we just had to do. That's a little rough. So as Section is leaving GBT, Favio is headed in to get his lights. Just brutal. And I believe Favio also still has Woodfall Temple on the board. Imagine if this was the Qual Seed. Good lord. That would be... Oh... This would be an interesting standard seed, I guess. I don't know.
Oh,
Is he going for the Snowhead Fairies?
I forgot there was the other one on the Tingle.
Oh, yeah, there was the one in North Locktown.
It was the second. We had the 2, and then there's the one in Shrine. So
Oh, that's right.
You just don't get Elegy and just go for Shrine.
Am I silly? I thought there was a fairy in Deku Playground.
Oh, I was being silly. I forgot that there were 2 in North.
Yeah, I made the same mistake you did then, because I was thinking the exact same thing. Having a good little swim here. Killing some time. I don't think Shrine pauses time, but I think Section just needs to burn it somewhere and is kind of just having fun doing it here.
So for Tech Bandit, you need... we start at... Our runners start with 10 fairies for each, like, for like every reward. And you need to grab... And so that means there are 20 fairies available, and you need to grab 2 sets of fairies. And that's the goal for the sea, because you then can get 2 remains from the fairy fountains.
Will it be on the Gara Master? Hold up. Owned by the fire breath there. That looks small to me. Yeah, there it is.
Here we are.
And that is go mode for section. Yeah, so I think looking back at it, I think a lot of early routing helped section clear a lot of checks early on much more quickly than Favio, but I think the biggest thing was just going into Goron early. Which I don't think was complete luck. I think that following the Zora checks made some sense. But
Yeah, it's definitely like something you want to do in this situation.
yeah.
Like given the way these seeds go and like how the hints are structured as a result of the goal, I think it's important to know that you need to do that in a sense, because like there's a lot more going on with some item being lost.
Yeah. I suppose there definitely is like an amount of luck in the sense that like where Goron was could have been a number of other things. And it still would have paid out for section, but specifically because it was Goron. Goron's such a time impactful item because of how fast it is and how many.
Yeah, it very much is.
Yeah, we've had it for just about 2 hours or just under 2 hours on section side, and we've had it for just about an hour on Favio's side. And like I said, their routing differences has definitely made like a number of minutes difference, and the Goron's done the rest. So, yeah. But I will say, I definitely do think that once Favio started to kind of go north after kind of going into Goron Village, maybe when they shouldn't have, getting the hook after that point, I feel like Favio played very, very, very well. Like, pretty much did everything perfect to give themselves a chance to get back in. So I think that's really what I would take away from this, just the early game route really kind of...
Yeah, despite the early game, this is a lot closer than what you'd expect given how late Favio was to Zora.
Right. Favio is on the path to go mode. Favio is exactly like... probably knows exactly how he needs to beat this seed. Because he'll pretty much be able to do the exact same thing Section did.
I think another thing to say about this seed is that it definitely does show that runners are definitely a little bit deterred from doing great, like the deep checks in Great Bay Temple, and so if there's like something there, or it's like it does take a lot longer for runners to go get the checks.
Yeah, it's funny thinking back on that. Like, Favio unironically could have won this race. Obviously never would have known that. And Favio did, in his standpoint, have better checks than GBT. But like when Section first entered GBT, Section left to go do well and something else, I think.
All Night Mask.
Yeah, that's right. Which both make sense. However, those were absolutely chances for Favio to like kind of catch up. Those are things that Favio still hasn't done. Which is just kind of to echo the like time difference that currently had been made. But like that was a way for Favio to climb back into this. Or at the very least make it really close. Was to just, you know, maybe do a lot less of the things that he did after going into GBT. It's just hard because going PF made sense. And that is the last shot on Majora.
GG.
GG section. Poor Princess. Yeah, it was a great race. Alright.
Well,
GG guys.
Welcome.
hey, GG.
How you guys feeling after that?
I feel scammed.
Yeah, in what way?
I had such the most beautiful line that could have ever happened.
Yeah.
The earliest
It's the
money
early
route
game.
into West Clocktown, bow bombs into North Play, that got me my hook shot. I'm like, great, I can go south real quick. And then I get an RTS as well. I'm like, great. I get Zora. I'm like, great. And then I go PR because I'm like, if I get a bottle somewhere else, or in there, I mean, I get screwed. I get Goron. I'm like, great. Then I go PFI, and this is the best part. Like, PFI had a bean in the upper chest, and we had a storm start. So I'm all like, there's a bottle outside. It's Great Bay Coast Swath. This could have been great. And then with Bossa Nova into still had Temple. I'm like, dude, this is Chef's Kiss. The only thing that will kill me is if fire arrows. Fire arrows. Unbelievable.
Just a load of garbage coming your way after, and you absolutely had to go get everything else. And you were about right.
And Deku was technically on the Zora watching as well, like directly from underwater Zora's cape. That was a little late to get to. When I finally got to that, I've already did south, and then I also forgot Kome, which really didn't matter. It's just that bottle for Obs players. If they're an Obs player, they can easily route in, get their magic. Sooner or later, go west, get everything else. Like they're not really that far behind. Like this seed, you probably could have skipped two of the way the heroes. You need the captain's hat, and that was also annoying. West Clocktown had bow.
Yep.
That locked hookshot, but you could have used the bombs there to get bow. So they kind of just negated each other out, really.
Yeah. Yeah, there was the Obs bow as well. Which was just...
The Obs bow, yeah. But you needed
Honey
a
and
bow to
Darling
get Zora
bow.
anyway, so...
Oh, that's right. That's right, yeah.
And then Zora gets you bombs later on, so then that means that the bombs isn't Way of the Hero, because it's alternative, so it's literally just captains. And that's the one thing I didn't buy as well, and then didn't push forever.
I mean, it doesn't really help when it's captains for Gibdo to get 3 kinds of fairy reward options.
Yeah.
So
I definitely see what you mean now, though, because I do remember distinctly at like the 20-minute mark, we were all going nuts, like, oh my god, the section God route incoming, like, what is this? And just the seed fell flat on its face. There's nothing you can do about it. Scammer gets scammed.
Yeah. That's all I had to say, really.
like it was almost worst case with like required elegy situation, but that was like barely didn't come to pass. But
Could have been Kid Castle. That's why I went back in time, actually. I had like All Knight's Mask, Room Key. There was a
yeah,
Dog
Kid
Race
Castle
could have been an
would be
option.
worse. like definitely worse.
Yeah, I mean, I guess when just the GBT fucking complete narrow down into it, I guess, yeah, Kid Castle was also just becoming more likely because you were just looking for something.
Did Fabio do dog race?
Nope.
Nope. So yeah, so in my position, I had 3 checks deep GBT, 5 checks deep GBT. That's IA locked, or I had 4 outside and overworld that easily could have keg that could also satisfy it. So
Disgusting.
also well, if I count well, it was 5 at that point. Shiro, I also did,
Yeah.
so that was 6.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
6
that's-
outside, 5 inside.
Yeah. You did well, Shiro, and then you went back into GBT.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I think this is a little bit minor, but was it really? Was it a little bit difficult to like go back for the other sword that was in West Clocktown at any point?
I had FD. I didn't really think I was gonna be killing much things. And at a certain point I got razors. Yeah, it could have helped me with wart really, but not really that much.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Oh
Someone's
yeah, did you
asking
forget
why-
Kome on the first run through?
So
Install?
it was already late as hell, and then I've had other plans as soon as I finished that. And yes, I did forget at that point. Then like 5-10 minutes later, I mentioned in my chat, I forgot Kome. Getting it late really didn't matter anyways. Delayed it just a bit, but the whole point was that Kome just being there was already just bad for me, based on
Yeah.
I spent like 45 minutes getting my 4th way the hero and not being able to do anything with it.
Yeah, you're still getting bottlenecked into the same goddamn item that's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really funny that you conveniently like had the 5-10 minute forgetting on the one check that ended up being that kind of like chokehold. Perfectly convenient mess. Although it was cool that we got to see the waterfall again. I think probably the last time I saw someone use that in a route was actually probably a race that you did, so it was cool to see again.
The only way to enter Swamp, really. I don't like entering the front end.
Yeah. Fabio, how did you feel about the seed?
Just real.
Yeah.
Just thinking what took section so long, because we have 2 Ikana and Great Bay, 1 fairy left, and then like they probably got one of those. And no, it was.
I also recently mentioned this like before you joined in the commentary, but I do see and totally understand why. It's just deep GBT is not a place that I actually like to go in these settings. So, I definitely do think it's partially because of that. Because this is not the first time I've seen people not want.
Who was
Do all
first
this.
to GBT?
Viewer section.
Okay.
But
And then
by the
I
time
assume-
you had left, Fabio did or had at least gone there.
So if Fabio completed it, then it would have been my loss.
Yeah, it actually.
No.
That's kind of what I was thinking of at the end of the seed. Is like I think by the time Fabio had gone in there, Fabio could have won.
How long did
But-
it take from when Fabio left to me going back in?
It wasn't a super long time, but I think it was long enough that it would have been a decent lead. Off the top of my head, I'm like,
I think Fabio on
It's like
your
10 minutes,
first-
then I lose.
yeah, I don't think it was quite that long, but I think it was like a decent number of minutes because Fabio. The thing that changed is that Fabio went to
Oh.
PFI, which is like
uh,
exactly probably what I would have done.
Is that exactly what Fabio did right after?
on Fabio's first trip, he did not have ice arrows.
Oh
So-
yeah, that's right. That
Yeah.
too.
That
Had to go
that
kill
was-
Goat as well.
Yeah, you had like it
Yeah,
like,
it was just
could like
Yeah,
do
Fabio
that out
could've
of
done it,
logic,
yeah.
but it's you usually don't see people do that out of logic because like then then you're like gonna orphan Gyurg in this kind of situation, which is
Yeah.
also not great.
Fabio had magic at least, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
magic getting FA, just didn't complete GOAT for IA. Magic at the time getting FA, is that what?
I
happened?
believe that happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm still missing one mountain fairy.
The mountain fairies and secret shrine, the light arrows is.
Oh, I did that one. Well,
What?
after you finished.
There were the two on Tingle in North Clocktown.
Yeah, I did both.
The
The one
one
in Southern
fairies
Swamp?
I have marked is secret shrine GBT, Southern Swamp, which was from Picto, winner.
Oh, I didn't.
I
I
think.
didn't have
Oh,
Picto.
that's right.
Oh,
Yeah, and
gosh,
Picto's
I
and
forgot
Stumpy.
about that. Oh, yeah, that was Stumpy.
Yeah, that's why. Because yeah, the Stumpy Picto was you picked that up earlier section because
Oh,
you
okay.
had
I had
come way
both.
down.
It wouldn't have mattered
It wouldn't have mattered in a
Because-
sense, but
at this point because both
I did
It's-
forget about
he-
that.
Fabio missed the two specific chests that were actually you needed one of them to finish, and one was Stumpy, the other was the hot spring water grotto for Mirror.
so yeah, it basically would have been not possible for Fabio unless Fabio remembered Stump
Okay.
Chest or Twin Islands Ice Grotto.
Yeah, the other thing is, I wasn't sure. I thought would have been funny if the chest in Shrine, the Garo Master chest was opened, and if that was Postman's hat, because that would have been funny.
Oh yeah, we still never figured out what Postman was. God, the sea was so evil.
Yeah,
Well,
another one.
ugh. I will say though, kind of my I made these comments like during the Majora fight that you had section where I was like, the biggest time like adjustment between the two of you was easily just finding Goron like an hour ahead.
Yeah.
And then just like the time that creates by itself, and then also like the early game route that you had, you were literally in the god route seat until the seed said no, and you couldn't do anything about it. But after Fabio kind of caught up in those items, that's kind of where in my head like Fabio could have still won. Obviously, I'd forgotten about the freaking mirror and Stumpy being out of the way. But I mean, Fabio was following like the exact footsteps. So it was like, you guys were both making it a lot closer than it feels like it should have been, considering how that seed was laid out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was just like items everywhere.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So I feel like
So like it's like if you've ever like watched a qual or something, like those classic quals where you get like so many pitfalls, and because there are so many pitfalls, you get like this giant myriad of forfeits in a qual, and like for MMR or something like that. This seems like somewhat reminiscent of that. Unfortunately, I think Blitz is nicer that it doesn't happen all the time, but there were still definitely pitfalls with routing. It's just unfortunate. That's how I feel. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say.
damn.
The hints were better. There was a chance I could have gotten the out of logic magic. Then all I had to do was out of logic Elder in order to get Sonata to enter the dungeon for vanilla and get it there.
True, yeah.
But the hints weren't helpful, and I got tech too late, so.
I think I was trying to say the person that I can think of.
Same, and I probably myself should get going real soon.
Bedtime. But, yeah, unless anyone else has any other thoughts we can bring in. I guess our good friends, because there are 2 restreamers, but I'm assuming Neuro, they will be the one to come in.
I mean, it can be both of us. It doesn't have to be just one of us. Saber, what do you have to say in your defense?
Yeah, actually, this was your fault.
Perfect. Nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
10 out of 10, no notes.
10 out of 10
Saber.
would roll again.
Saber, thank you for this flawless siege. It was an honor to learn how to restream while watching this. This was very wonderful. Thank you to everybody who made this wonderful restream possible. Thank you, obviously, to Section and Fabio for racing and doing such an amazing job. Thank you to our wonderful commentators, Fox and G Did Cal, as well as our trackers, Hello Katie and Flap. I've been something of a restreamer. Actually, I did quite a bit of the work tonight, so but thank you, Saber, for being in my corner, making sure nothing went wrong. And thank you all for watching tonight. We're going to be raiding into somebody playing MMR on my following list, which is Max Plays Games Badly, doing a glitched logic actorizer. As far as restreams that are coming up, and races that are coming up, rather, pull up the list here. No, not tomorrow. Saturday, we've got 2 lovely races. My own race against Fifth Whammy is at 3 p.m. Eastern. That's hot off the press. As well as at 9 p.m. Eastern, we also have Hojo versus Ink. So if any volunteers are listening, please make those restreams happen, because we love MMR content. We can't get enough. We need more. We need more of Saber's trash seeds. We need more of my trash seeds. I think that's all I have. So thank you to everybody once again, and have a good night.